I'm done hating myself for feeling. I'm done crying myself away. I've gotta leave and start the healing. But when you move like that, I just wanna stay.
But I know, as we mentioned, you make music and you love singing. And so you recently got a great opportunity. And
Ah.
what was it?
Okay, so I had auditioned for The Voice. This was way back in July when I first sent out my audition video. And I didn't hear anything back for a while. And it wasn't up until I think early November that I got a call back. And they had told me, like, hey, we liked what we heard. We'd like you to come in for a second audition. This time it's going to be with producers, and they're going to listen to your song, whatever you decide to sing, and we'll go from there. If you make it past this round, you'll be on the next season. If not, then you can always try again, right? So I was super excited. I'm not gonna lie, because The Voice has honestly been like one of my biggest dreams ever since the show came out. Like this show
Definitely.
has been out for years,
Stop.
and the first it still is still going on. The last season just ended like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. But when it first came out, I was like, this is what I want to do. Instant reaction. This is what I want to do.
You see it on
And so I did it.
TV and you're like, I want to be there. And when you
Right.
do, it's
Yes.
unbelievable.
Yes, exactly. It was exactly that. And I was like, you know what? That's where I'm going to be. In the future, that's going to be me. And I did my audition. They liked what they heard. And then callback happens. So it's round 2 of auditions. And I was scheduled to do it on December 11th, right? So the night before, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get well rested. I'm going to go to sleep early so I can wake up, do some vocal warm ups, and then do my audition. And I had left my window open and I turned my fan on and went to bed. Long and behold, I wake up in the morning with a sore throat. And you can only imagine how mortified I was, considering the fact that I only had 2 hours before my audition. So I pretty much spent that entire time just trying to figure out how to get rid of the phlegm in my throat. And none of it worked up until maybe an hour after I auditioned. So yeah, it wasn't that great. I will say I was definitely not singing at 100%. Not to mention the audio too. I couldn't test it beforehand, and I just did the audition, and it wasn't the greatest either. So that wasn't really playing against. It was playing for my favor. So yeah, it didn't really work out. And they sent me an email like, "Thank you for auditioning and everything, but you won't be making it past this stage." And I was like, "Okay." And I was definitely devastated. I was. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I took it as well. There's always next time, because I'm not going to let this one mishap tell me not to go and continue pursuing my dream. So I'm just going to use the next couple months, just relax, practice, and then go again for the next season and see what happens.
Absolutely. And like that's like when I saw it on your story, like you didn't even tell me, right? And so like I wanted to like personally like reach out to you, be like, bro, like it's not your fault. It's like stuff like this always
Right.
happens. And like
It does, yeah.
and it's like what you can do to counteract that.
Mhm.
And that's like the point of like the type of character you have, like, and what you'll carry on throughout your entire career. Like there's always ups and downs,
Right.
and this is one of those downs. And so you have the talent. I told you, you have the talent. It's
I
just
appreciate it.
that window was open,
Yeah.
and you just can't write this stuff up. And then I'm gonna be like, I told you, like years down the line, you're gonna look at this experience like it shaped me in a certain way that I didn't realize at the time. And
Mhm.
now I'm where I want to be. And those type of experiences are invaluable because
For sure.
you never learn until like you fall,
Right.
right?
Right. It's always a
Because
learning experience.
yeah, and so you've been singing for a while, and so like, how would you describe like your type of sound? Like, what type of sound do you have?
Okay. So for that, I kind of think it falls in the realm of like alternative pop meets like neo soul. Like that's kind of how I would try to describe it. I'm working on an album as we speak that I'm trying to get out. I finally found a studio that I can record in. So I have all the songs done too. It's just recording them and then putting it out there. So there are some songs on the album that are definitely like very pop oriented. There are other songs that are very like R&B soul oriented, and then there's a couple in there that are like a mix of everything. Like there's definitely going to be songs in there that everybody will like, like no matter what you like music wise, you're going to like some song on my album.
That's
So,
exciting.
yeah, it really is. Like I'm super excited to get it out there because this definitely has been something I've been working on for like the last year now. And it's finally coming to a point where it's like, all right, like it's good. I want to get this out there now. And of course, I'm still working on other songs too. Just won't be on this album, but of course, there's going to be more.
You know, I asked you before, but do you want to give like a little snippet of like how,
Ooh,
you know,
ooh,
give a give the people a teaser? They're like, I want to hear this kid, and
that's
I'm
tough. Okay, I don't mind. I just don't know what song to sing. To be truly honest.
anything you want,
Ooh, hmm,
like a few,
okay.
like 10 to 15, 20, so whatever you want, dude. I'm down for it.
He said he's down for. Okay, okay. I think. Ah, damn, that's so hard because there's so many good songs. Literally. Okay, maybe I'll go with How Do You Sleep? Sam Smith. Sam Smith. That's a good song. Okay. I'm done hating myself for feeling. I'm done crying myself away. I've gotta leave and start the healing. But when you move like that, I just wanna stay. Something light, something light. Maybe you might get a little bit more out of me a little later. Who knows? We'll
That was
see.
fire, bro. Like honestly, it felt like Sam Smith. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He said it felt like Sam
I don't
Smith
know how it's gonna sound like after production, like
after production.
after like the recording is rendered, but
Hmm.
through my headphones, it sounded like exactly him. And as dude,
That's
the
crazy.
type of like I think persona and like confidence you need to have for singing is like something you need to develop when you like want to pursue this, because you
Hmm.
can be a shy
Yeah,
singer, but like to get opportunities you need to be vocal,
that
right?
is very true. Yeah. So for me, it's still something that I kind of struggle with too. Like, there's definitely days where, if let's say I had a performance, I will be nervous, so nervous. But then it's like once you're actually doing it, you kind of start to forget that you're actually doing it and you're just in the moment. So that's always the good part. But there are a lot of people who do like get very shy where it really does affect them a lot. And I have a few friends that are like that. I was in a musical theater class where we had to sing, and there were a lot of students like that too. Like, oh my God, sorry, my throat just like clogged up for some reason. There are a lot of people like that too. But yeah, no, it's definitely something that like I feel like all artists should work on. Um, because in this business, like you're gonna be asked, like for example, to be singing on the spot. Like you need to be ready and prepared, and you can't be like, oh yeah, like I'm nervous, like I can't do it. Like no, because people are gonna be like, all right, well, wasting my time, not gonna do it. You know, always take the opportunity.
Yeah.
Um,
Like it's like they teach us in school. It's like you meet someone, let's say it's in an
mhm.
elevator, you got that 30 seconds. That could be your
Yes, your
opportunity right
elevator
there,
pitch.
right?
Hmm.
And your
Yep,
elevator pitch for as a musician is to sing.
yep.
And
Hmm.
if he's gonna ask or she's gonna ask, give me what you sound like. And if you can't produce that sound, that might have been your one chance of
That's true.
many, right? But I think people are nervous because they care. Like they
Mhm.
honestly really care about what's gonna happen, and if they can produce the way they want to.